Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Karen and this is the journaling time. So today I'm in a different setup. I'm actually in my bed because I want to take this whole weekend for myself. Today is my last day to take the day for myself. My boyfriend went back to work, so it's been nice just having the house for myself when I need to relax, do my videos or edit, and I can do that without having to like tell him to go away while I do the videos so that he's not in the background. But yeah, I am not gonna do any type of journaling. You guys already know that by the title, I think. I just want to talk real quick about my current journals and to show you, because I'm actually debating right now what should I do. I have about, where is my other one though? Oh yeah, here. Where is it? Wait, what? Oh, here. Okay, so I got multiple journals that I wanna talk about, and they are a lot. They're quite a bit. So but yeah, let's get on with this video. So I have in here 2 passports, and this one right here is my current passport that I'm using whenever I just don't have anywhere else to journal, or if I'm tired of journaling somewhere else, I take this out and I do some journaling in here, or some drawing. Watercoloring is helpful. It helps me. And then right over here is where I have my create with pens notebook, the passport that she came up with, and I think this is a 500 pages. And this is a kind of like a disappointment for me because I have been noticing that this sorry for the shakiness, I am not in a regular table, so it's gonna be a bit shaky, but I'm trying my best to not move as much. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, this was a little bit of disappointment because when I first bought this, I thought it's the Moira paper, it's gonna be great quality. There's no way this will be a really bad quality. But it has not been the greatest quality. I am not sure why, but this paper is a good paper. It could be worse. I feel like I have been able to do some stuff here, like I have done ink washes in here just to test the paper out. So the paper is not the worst, like it's a really good paper. Even so, I put so much ink in here and I blend as much as I could. It just like ghosted, but not much of a bleed through or anything. So with that, I was like really happy about. But I have done in here, I set up this one over here because I've been liking the whole like stickers and a little bit of color here and there and just writing. I think that looks cool. But I noticed that when I started to use what is it called, watercolors in here, I started to kind of like make a couple watercolors pages so that they be ready and I can just jump in and start writing on them. But I noticed with this one that the ink was kind of like too thick as soon as it starts to get contact with this paper, and it will skip. Like some of the lettering in here will skip, and then when it got to this big blotch over here, some of my lettering, it got really weird, like it was bleeding through. But on the other page it looks fine, but it was giving me this really bad look, and every time I would write it would skip here and there. So in some of these letters or words, you're going to see like a little white dots or stuff. That's because it didn't took the ink on those places. So I did not like that because I am planning on using this as a journal to do whatever I want, including watercoloring and writing at the same time. Like, I wanted this to be kind of like this really awesome notebook for this year that I will be doing mostly everything in here. It wouldn't have like a specific thing to do. It was just gonna be a good journal to journal with, and maybe use it as my creative journal to also post online. So I thought this would be a great little guide for it, but it just like made me so sad when I started writing over here. And I'm going to say that I wrote all of this, and this was all before this was dry. I mean, after this was dry. Not even, I don't think it was even in the same day. And on top of that, I believe I also used a heat gun to, you know, to dry all these pages. So they got, I dried them really good, which is why I was very confused that the page here would just look so horrible and wouldn't work with ink. So I have a couple of other ones, like for example, this one right here. This ink was fine. It wasn't as bad when I was writing with it, I think. But with this one, I had some problems here and there writing with it. At the beginning it was fine. I don't know why it changes, like it does that. I had the same problem on here as well. Maybe it seems like it was only the twisty. And then over here I had a problem that I don't really know if my liners does not work well with fountain pen. But yes, I did test a couple pens in here, and they're all fountain pens, and a myliner too, and they work super well with this. But I don't know what is all about here in the beginning. Like, I don't know what is going on. So I don't really want to let this notebook go because I bought 2 of them, and I kind of regret buying 2 because I feel like they're super chunky. I think I would have bought half of this. I would have been okay buying half of this, but I bought a very chunky notebook. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that, and my little problem with that. And if you guys, because I know Sterling Ink have a couple like notebooks and also have planners and stuff like that, please let me know, how did you like the Sterling Ink pages? Can you compare with the one from Hobonichi? I am a Hobonichi fan, and I was gonna go to this one real quick, but I can't. I gotta show you this one. You guys know I'm a Hobonichi super completely totally fan of their paper, and I honestly compare every notebook, every paper I have to Hobonichi. If it's Tomorrow River paper, I'm like, okay, well, let me check how good you are, because like I have Tomorrow River paper, and it works super well compared to other ones. So we have to test that theory out first. But yeah, so here I have, this is a great explanation. So great, I got 3 next pages are good for explaining why I love Hobonichi so much and their product, and why do I keep buying more from them. And even so that I am not a huge fan of their weekly layout for journaling, because like I like it for journaling, like daily journaling is actually really nice, and that's what I do in my regular planner. I don't really like plan stuff or whatever. I write the things that I did that day, but it's more like a journaling, like a little journaling paragraph basically, so nothing big. So but when it comes to like actual journaling, like for example something like this, I don't really like the lines, the dates. They are in my way, and they kind of like ruin my creative role that I'm going through. And so I don't like to see them. And regardless how good their paper is, for a couple years now, I have been using the Hobonichi week as a journal. I have used it as a journal for even ending my last couple of months of the year, to just take it to journal about that stuff. So it have become a place where I literally do this type of journaling in those Hobonichi before, and that I didn't use to cover this part. Now that I basically am covering the whole page where the date and the week is, I feel like I'm actually looking at a journal, because I see more of a blank space, and I don't see the typical of your weeks over here, the dates and stuff like that. Like, it's very refreshing not seeing that. So I've been loving so much this idea. The only thing that it bothers me is the work that it takes to actually have this as a fully like look-alike journal, where both pages are grid and not just one have this and the other one has a grid. So like, to get to this part, I have to literally cut a bunch of pages and then glue in here and try to line it very well so that I won't have any lines from the page below in here, so it will look more as a graph, and try to like tone down the weeks in here, because it's the Mortar paper. You still are going to see, like, I see a 10, a 9, a 8. So I can still see the numbers and stuff here, and a little bit of the quotes in the back, in the bottom. Sorry. So I can still see all that in here, but it's different. I feel like I'm able to still kind of ignore all that, just because I have this other paper on top of it. And the fact that I have another paper over here glued in, it helps out with any bleed through. It helps out with any ghosting. So having this paper on top of that helps me kind of like have a clean spread and not see the background of the images of the next page. This is what I mean. Like, you can't see this in here just because I have this other paper glued in, which I kind of like for moments like this, when I do some type of drawing or watercoloring or ink washes, that you won't be able to see them on the other side, which I really love. So even though it's a hard work to put all these pages in here and glue them in, it is very nice to just look at this complete notebook that is already done and glued in, and I can feel comfortable enough to just keep journaling on them. And like, I think I did a good job hiding a little bit of that the weekly layout in the background. So you can see over here there is a space where I can see my week. But what I've been doing is I've been gluing this washi tape right in the center, and depending what washi tape I'm using that day or whatever, I would do that, so you can't really see it. And I think that was like the greatest idea that I thought about for kind of like hiding that in between of the glue-in page and the actual weekly page. So yeah, I think in some of them I did a kind of like a good job, where they're kind of center and you can't see that much. So I think I did a good job on that. So this has been my favorite journal as in right now. But the reason why I keep buying Hobonichi weeks and turn them into a journal, or use them as journals, and regardless of like what year it was or what date it is because I do love their covers that come up every year. And I know I can, like, because I have done my own covers before. I have also bought like what is it called, on cardstock paper, and I basically make a whole cover for my notebook, so they end up looking really nice. But I do like the authentic notebook kind of like book look-alike that the Hobonichi Weeks gives you. I love this really nice hardcover. I like how they glue in everything in here is perfectly done. And I love this paper. I can't really tell you how in love I am with this paper. Yes, I do know that Hobonichi is they change of notebook, and they don't, I mean, the change of company where the paper came from. So we have a new paper, a new Tomoe River paper. I think I have tried it before and I really enjoyed it, so I have nothing bad to say about it right now. But I think the real test will be when New Year comes in and we start using, or well, not New Year actually, December comes in and we start using our Hobonichi. We can tell a different how that one works compared to this one, which I'm really hoping is not a big deal, to be honest. But what I am thinking of doing is there is going to be the sale in the 1st of October, right guys, for the One Piece. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy 2 more of the Hobonichi Weeks from 2023, and I have 2 of them that I didn't purchase last time. One of them is the One Piece Weeks from last year that I didn't know that the inside of it has like One Piece in it, or characters imprinted in the front and the back, something like that. And I didn't know that. I was like, oh my god, yes. I've been hoping the Hobonichi would do that with most of their stuff that are kind of like from other companies or collaborations, because I kind of like the different of this. I don't know, but I am ordering one of those, and I'm also ordering the Dalmatian 101, 101 or 101 Hobonichi Weeks as well, since I didn't got it last year. This is how it looks, and the reason is because it has this really nice red that I love it. I love the red. I love the texture of this. I really love it. And so what I want to do with that one, which I'm hoping that I have all that time to do in October and November, and is to basically put all this glue in all the pages in there like I did with this one, glue pages in it, and then I'm gonna start setting it up, because I want that to be my Christmas weeks, basically my Christmas journal. I've been meaning and hoping to have a whole journal just for Christmas, a whole complete notebook for Christmas, and I feel that if I do that with a Hobonichi Weeks, it will be enough pages for me to play with it and journal with it. And also on top of that, could be a good place for me to write things down, gift ideas, you know, going out ideas, movies ideas, food ideas, all that stuff. I think that I want to write it all in there. But all of this, they need to be done by the end of October, so that I can have at least November to take my time and plan all those things, and also start getting ready a good kit for journaling in December, because I actually already started. I have a little pile. I was happy that I got my Hobonichi delivered, because then I was able to finish this job, and now I'm basically using it as one of my journals, and I really enjoy it. So as you can see, these are a couple pages I have already done, and it's been fun. I've been liking doing the journaling in here, my writing, my watercoloring. I love it. By the way, this is Taco and this is Dino. Dino is so cute and Taco is adorable. Dino, I the first time I created Dino, it was actually on Procreate. I was just playing with brushes and colors and stuff, and I really like how Dino came out. He was so cute. I kind of like it more when it's digitized than when I did it in watercolor, because I didn't do a great job. If you see my, well, you guys probably have seen it, I actually added him to my vlogs, and he's in the corner kind of like moving and stuff. So I really like how he looks. So he's so cute. And then I did a duck so to see how I felt about it. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make another duck, but this one I want to have like some helmet and stuff. So I did that. I was just trying to see if I could make a duck before I actually go on and be like, yes, I'm gonna make a duck. And I don't know how to watercolor it or do whatever, but I think I did a good job here, that it gave me a little bit of confidence to do a bigger size in here. And I love it. I call him Taco. It's so cute. So this already, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I really love how this came out. I used the Hobonichi stuff paper, I mean the brochure that it sent you with the 2024 planners, and I cut them around and I glued them in here. So I still have a little bit more to go. I have more Hobonichi stuff that I want to glue around, but I wanted to just share this because I love this Hobonichi illustrations, and I'm happy they actually sent us all of the illustrations they use in their website. And I was super happy, honestly, super happy, because I was able to cut them all up and use them here. And then I was at work on Monday. That's where I did the drawing. Actually, did I finish the watercoloring over there, or did I finish? I don't know. I was at work, so I started to do some drawings and stuff, and but I didn't write anything. This was actually a week after that I started writing about it. But yeah, nearly a little bit of a koi pond, I think that's how you call it. You know, this is all painted with fountain pen ink. And this was painted with fountain pen ink. I do have a video. It should be up pretty soon. I am basically just showing you guys how I did a whole spread. That I'm hoping that it comes out well. But I was trying to add in the ink washing with just regular journaling of stickers and paper and stuff. But I feel like I should have added more stuff in there. Just, I'm not super creative sometimes when it comes to like adding stuff together. I'm not the best. I think I used to be super creative with that, but I became so simple in a way that I just want to do watercolors. I just want to do like ink washing. I just want to be writing on things, or I don't know. And if I do stickers, I just put a sticker here, or here, and I'm like, okay, call it a day, I'm done, you know? Like, I don't really do much, and I really want to get out of that, because I do want to be more creative and make more stuff. I want to get a notebook that is a Hobonichi Week size notebook with Tomoe River paper. I just haven't found a place or someone that can vouch for it, that will say it's a really good paper. And I have many mixed media or medias or type of things that I use in my journaling, like you see the ink washing, watercoloring, anything that is not your typical just pen and papers and stickers. And I have, oh well, actually I have stub nibs and stuff like that that may bleed through if the page is not the best and won't hold a very good amount of ink. So that could be also a problem. So I just need something that is up there for my needs, and the only person that can be able to say that is either a person that does the same thing I do, or if I buy the products and try it myself, which is what I don't want to do right now, because like I said, I'm saving my money for Hobonichi for the October, and I don't really have the money to spend right now for a, I was going to, but I hold on myself because I do want the Hobonichi weeks from this year, and I want to give them some good use, and I've really been enjoying this Hobonichi, even so it's a lot of process to just get it to look like a journal, but it's worth it. So here I have my other passport. I am gonna go really straight to the point. In here, if you guys want me to talk about my passport in another video, please let me know and I can just go through it. But right now, I just don't want to make this video any longer than it already is. So I have this insert that I believe I bought this from Paper Penguin Co. Yeah, I think so. And this is one of my inserts that I have. I have many inserts from this shop. So I've been doing is crazy stuff in here. I have no reason or anything to do with this. Oh, any idea. So actually, compared to the other one, this one behaves so well. Although this is not watercolor, if I'm not mistaken. This is a brush pen, which I turn into a watercolor, and I think it is kind of like a watercolor brush pen, so it is watercolor in some way. So, but it performed a lot better in the writing than on this one right here that I show you guys. So, I honestly been just doing whatever in here. I have nothing. I have some incidents in here, as you can see, some water incidents. So I just been testing out and see how I feel about this whole like journaling, and I don't even know, this passport doesn't have any meaning or anything like that. I just like write things down or draw things in here or journal. So in here I was like cooking, and I think I was explaining, yeah. So you can see all of them had little numbers like 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. So in here, when I'm talking about it, I will put the number and be like, oh, I did this, so I did that. Like for example here, number 4, which is my iPad here. So it says, been watching Angel, a series from 1999. I just play a little bit in here. So I do like that. I really like it. I like kind of making things like this, and then having numbers to, I don't know, that looks really cool. That looks really cool, and it's because I think that all of this I did them randomly. That's why 1 is here and 2 is here, I think so, and that's why 3 is here. I don't know, but that was fun, and I was supposed to watercolor all this, but I never got the chance to do it, so I just let it go and I wrote around it. I think it looks fine like that, kind of like a little draft. Looks nice. So I've been also doing more on my journaling. These are all stickers that I brought from Puerto Rico, except this one here. This one, well, actually, they brought this from Puerto Rico, but not from my trip to Puerto Rico that I did this year. And then this washi in the background is also not from Puerto Rico. But everything else is like stickers that I got from Puerto Rico when I was there. I was cleaning up my room, and I came across to a lot of things, and I kept a couple stickers and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I was just trying to make some spreads in here, glue in some stuff, so whenever I want to journal, I can just come in here and journal. But I don't really feel invited to this journal. Like, I don't know, I don't feel motivated to use it. And then in here I am doing some more ink washes, and just trying this other insert and see how I like it for ink wash. And it's a good paper, but it's not like my Tomoe River paper. This one dries so quickly, it gives you less time to work around it and mix it and get some color out if you wanted to. But Tomoe River paper lets you do that, not this one. This one is not the greatest. But I did a little cup in here, and I think it turned out well. Okay, now with this one, I don't have much to say because this is my daily journal / planner, and I don't really want to show much over here. But okay, I wanted to show you what I'm doing in here. So I have payments like Afterpay or what is it called? Yeah, Afterpay and Klarna, and I like to know what I'm paying and how much I'm paying and when I'm paying it, and have it here than have it on my phone. Sometimes I want to look at something, or I'm thinking about buying something, and I come in here and look, okay, so this is how much I have to pay next week. So that's what I've been doing in my monthlies. And then I don't really have much to show you around in here, but this is what I've been doing with my weeklies, you know. So that's what I do. I just use one whole ink for that week, and on this side of the page I just do a lot of writing. So for example, if I have more to say about it here, I will come over here and talk about more if I want to talk about it more in here. Or I can just move along to my A6 and do it there. But if I have the space here, I will do it here. Like this many times. I think I have one here that I can, oh here, this one where I didn't write anything in that page. So even if I use one whole page for writing for one day, I don't feel bad because I sometimes rarely even use this page. So yeah, but basically it's a kind of like journaling, you know. So I write what I did this day, and if I have more to say, I will write it over here. So yeah. And then the back part here is only for, which is what I've been using it recently, or at least this year, is to write down the pens that I have and the inks that I'm currently that I currently have in my fountain. So I'm not gonna keep going because every time I keep like flipping, I find some information, like personal information, and I have to cut the video. So I'm just gonna leave the video here. I think we're done for the weeks. I don't really have much to say here, but basically that's what I do in the back. I used to just do try to do watercolor in the back, or write about other stuff like journaling and stuff. But I decided that it's a great space for me to just write my currently ink fountain pens in here, and my new fountain pen inks and all that stuff for YouTube. I like doing it on this notebook, so I can always have it with me, and it's easier for me to look for that information when I have it all in one little guide. So it's been super helpful doing all that stuff in here. And then my last little guy that I'm going to show you guys in here is my A6. This is my A6. This is a cover from last year. I actually didn't have. It's pretty dirty in here. I didn't even notice that until right now. It just doesn't look dirty when I had it. So I don't know what I did there. But I gotta clean that up. It's not a big deal. But either way. This is a Hobonichi cover from 2019, and it's one of my favorite covers. It's called Alaska, and also had Alaska in here. I love this. I love this color combination. So pretty. So in here I put in my Han. I know that maybe you guys have heard that you can't really put your Hans on like their covers, but I tried with this one and I think it looks pretty decent. Do you think that it looks decent? I mean, this part here looks like, you know, bent or, you know, whatever, but can't do really much about that, to be honest. And that looks kind of like that either way when it's taken out of this cover, so I don't think I'm doing a big damage or a big deal to it. So this is how my Hobonichi Techo is looking. As you can see, these are my monthlies. I don't really use my monthlies as much. I can't even flip them because they're so small, and I haven't barely used them, but that's my monthlies. And then this is my current date right now. My current date. And this is from not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. We went to a new opening for a store that my boyfriend's brother works in, and we got some chicken and biscuits. It was really nice. And then I've been doing some journaling and stuff in here and ink washing. I basically have a lot of different things. I there's some weeks where I am basically putting like using kits and stuff from planning and just using them here and making my own like kind of kit setup, or I just do some ink washing, or I do some watercoloring, which I do watercoloring more often than I thought I would. For example, I don't know what I gotta give you an example, but my favorite one was the latest one, the Hobonichi one. This one's one of my favorite watercolors that I have done in here. I don't like how chunky it is for the writing. When it comes to writing on this side, it's really painful for my hands because there's a big gap where my hands is not being supported. So this is the right time to show you guys. So this is where my handy dandy pencil board comes in. I either put this right like a couple pages before the one that I'm gonna be writing. I leave it right here, and when I'm gonna write, what I do, like my little dinosaur. So if I'm going to write, I have this little support here that will kind of like support me even when I'm writing here. I noticed the other day that I put extra support last time, and it kind of worked out well. So what I do is I put one in the middle of the notebook, or the middle of the chunkiness, and then I put the other one a couple pages away from the one that I'm actually using or writing in. And I feel that it gives me a bit more support, and I like it. So the other thing I do is I either use a bandana or a scarf that is very thin that I can fold and put here so that my hand wouldn't be like this. I have severe carpal tunnel syndrome, guys, and I do this movement, I will be basically crying by the time I'm in half of this page, because I wouldn't be able to make it. So it's really horrible. Also, the other good thing about the pencil boards, which is why I love them, is because when I'm writing, I write what I gotta write and then keep moving the pencil board down. Compare when I'm like doing this, I have to like move, and I feel like I move a little bit too much, or I am afraid of smudging anything or whatever. And also, like, I don't know you guys, but my hand, the bottom of my hand always gets so sticky and it gets like sweaty, and it starts sticking into the page, and I don't really like that. So this adds a good help to it, where the hand stays pretty clean, it doesn't stick to the page, and I have no problem moving it. So I like that. It's very handy to have pencil board. Besides them looking cute and being super adorable, they are so handy in so many other ways. And when I have to like move my pages, or if I have to close this real quick, I will take one of the pencil boards and look for the side that I don't care as much, which I care about it all. I care about both of their sides, but one that I don't think I'm gonna be looking as much, I put it in there and close my notebook so that it won't get the ink into the page before or the page after. And it's a huge help. It's a really huge help. But yeah, that's basically it. I think I talk about all of the notebooks I have in here. And I have my Hobonichi here, my all this stuff here, which is what I'm planning on using for 2023, 24, sorry. I still have it. I put them in this bag because I was afraid. I really haven't looked at them. After I put them together, I put them in that bag, and I haven't really taken them out because I just have no use for it. And I'm gonna want to write on them, and I just can't write on them. But look how pretty this is. This is the Hobonichi Mega, and wow, this is so thick. This is the pencil board that I'm gonna be using for this one here. So, but look how thick this is. So many pages. I am basically 3 pages away from my weeks to end the note pages, and that's crazy. And then this one, so many, 215 was it? Oh no, 217, sorry. 217 pages. Oh my god. That's like, how much is that? Is that almost three times? Yeah, I think so. Almost 3 times what the regular Hobonichi have. And every time I look at it, I'm so impressed. I'm like, oh my god, this is more than what your weekly is. Which is so funny. All these pages, you get more of the pages than what your actual weekly are. It's crazy. This will be a super chunky journal if I ever use this, or if I ever buy a Mega and use it as a journal. It will be a very chunky journal. I think that will be the whole journal for the year, because so many pages. 217 in the back, plus in the front is about 120 maybe. It's 120 or 100. I can't remember. So basically you have a whole notebook of almost 150 pages, which is crazy. It's so crazy. So, I mean, did I say 100? No, that's wrong. Sorry, I meant 300. Sorry, I meant 350 pages. I don't know if I said that. But this is so pretty. I love it. I can't even stop staring at it. And then this one is so gorgeous. I love this inside of it, this orange look of it. Every time I open this notebook, this is all I'm gonna be seeing, and I am super happy about it. I have no complaints, no nothing about anything. This is so cute, honestly. I can't wait for me to start using this journal. So as you guys know, I went with a regular journal, not a Hahah this year, because a Hahah was for me to try it this year. It wasn't like I planned for it. I just noticed that they had something in there, and I was like, oh, whoa, everything's sold out except this one. Let me try it. So that's how it went. But yeah, wow, look how beautiful pages are. I love it. Look, I love touching those pages. Oh, I love it. I am gonna say that after experiencing the Hahah and using a Hobonichi A6 for basically the whole year this year, I feel that I don't know if I would have want to try an Avec, but honestly, I don't like switching or having new notebooks or journals. So I kind of like having all my journaling with me so I can see it. So I kind of feel that I would have just not used it as much. I think so, because there is an end of it. Instead of being at the end of the year, it's at half of the middle of the year. I don't think I like that. So yeah, I think I'm happy I went with this one. So really pretty. I love this cover, and this cover looks super nice. So funny how this pen fits through here now. When it starts getting chunky, that's not gonna fit. Wow, but that looks so cute. I love it. I really do. But yeah, guys, have a great day. I will see you all in my next video. And yeah, God bless you all. Have a wonderful day and take care, guys. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching.